The date is December 24th, the year 2015, and this is Always Good with Bob Goliath. I am Bob Goliath. Today we begin a short series under the auspice of things that I could not throw away. And the subcategory for this is my top 10 favorite pieces of paraphernalia. This is number 1 out of 10. We might rank them again later, but this could possibly be the magical piece of paraphernalia, which I found on the floor of the restaurant that was my third job at the time in order to be able to afford to live on beautiful scenic Long Island in New York. Anyway, I was walking from my miserable waiter job to bus a table, cleaning off dishes and so forth, and I saw this on the floor. And the funny thing that occurred to me at the moment was, how do I go up to any of the 5 or 6 tables that I have and say, excuse me, has anybody lost their drug paraphernalia? And this is, for those of you who don't know, this is a little green container that when you slide it this way, we're going to have a little, what looks like a cigarette pop up. Like that. And then you pull it out. Looks like a cigarette if you're in the street, but it also has a chamber on this side to actually store extra, because this is technically a one-hitter. Anybody who actually gets one hit out of this has awesome breath support. This is, you can have multiple hits from that. Speaking of which, for all reference purposes, if you're playing along and smoking with the paraphernalia countdown, I would like to point out that the current and always standard procedure is East Texas standard procedure, which is take 2, pass it, hit, hit, toke, toke, pass, pass, puff, puff. Anyway, the other miracle was, so I put it in my pocket because I thought to myself, somebody unfortunately lost it. Now, periodically I lose this. And it's had a way of just appearing kind of almost when I needed it. And I get very paranoid when it disappears, because it's the most multifunctional of the devices, even better than some of the vaporizers that I've used. I mean, you're not getting health benefits from it because you are taking in butane, but what's a little gas in your system now and then? So, item number 1. The green, what do you call this, plastic see-through take 2 and pass it hitter. This has been Always Good. I'm Bob Goliath.